Dave Rubin, our dear friend from the United States. So you can see his stuff on the Dave Rubin Show, which is, of course, on YouTube. Now, I told a little fib. I said that he was live. Well, he was live when we spoke, but he, of course, is in Florida, and he is all in, like me, on enjoying the discomfort of the White House, having to explain the secret documents that Joe keeps behind his Corvette.
Well, I'll tell you, man, Americans can take a lot of BS, and we have all become used to it, and our media feeds it, and our politicians add to it, and it's constantly being shoveled on us. But you're right, something has shifted here with the administration, where suddenly people are like, whoa, 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 whoa. 2-3 months ago, we thought that Donald Trump's classified document scandal was the biggest scandal of all time. Now it comes to Joe Biden's doorstep, his house, literally, his garage with his Corvette, which he claims is secure, even though we've seen pictures of how disorganized it was. And, you know, generally speaking, your garage is your most insecure place, you know, lack of security generally at the garage. That's where you keep all the crap. But finally, people are basically waking up and saying, wait a minute, we treated Trump one way and nothing really came of it. And the president, and Donald Trump obviously was the president, has the right to declassify documents. Joe Biden, who was the vice president at the time of these documents being moved, does not have that right. So Biden's in a lot of trouble. I think people are actually waking up to it. And you know, Paul, when you see something finally trickle to the mainstream and they start begrudgingly talking about it, which is what's happening right now on CNN and some of the other networks, that means something real is there. And I sense they're ready to show this guy the door. He did the job they needed him to do. He beat Trump. He got him through the midterms. And it may be time to put old Joe out to pasture.
Yeah, I'm with you. And latest poll suggests that your mate, Ron DeSantis, in the lead, should there be a matchup with Biden and still well and truly in front of Trump. Now, I understand why he's so strong, but let's be honest as well. He hasn't really done anything in the early stages of a presidential run. I mean, it's only Trump that's made the announcement. We're still the best part of, 1, 3/4, 2 years before anything actually takes place. What's DeSantis been doing over the past couple of months? While we've been waiting on the beach, has he been taking on particular fights that mean he's still at the top of the charts?
Yeah, well, look, he had a great year leading into his unbelievable re-election, right? Wins by 20 points. I mean, it's a freaking massive landslide. It's not as if Florida was always a red Republican state. I mean, this very much was occasionally blue, occasionally red. We call it a purple state here. But now it's solidly red, and he has supermajorities in the Florida House. I mean, the guy has done basically everything right. As for the stuff that he's doing now, he's going on the offense. Once again, he picks his battles, and he picks them well. He's doing a whole bunch on the education side to continue to get the woke nonsense out of the schools. He's fighting all of the neo-racism stuff. Again, that's related to the school stuff. But he's also, when we're getting the trickling of these illegal immigrants here, however they get here, either by boat or if they're coming, through the southern border and somehow make their way to Texas, he's getting them out of here. He's doing a lot of tax credit stuff to keep more money in people's pockets. We're also, Southwest Florida is dealing with the repercussions of basically one of the worst hurricanes in American history. That was in September, Hurricane Ian. The cleanup there, I just went across the state and I checked it out. I mean, they've got a lot of work to do, but they are doing unbelievable stuff. I mean, Paul, if I could show you some of the bridges that they have rebuilt in record time, things that should have taken 2 years that they did in 2 weeks, everything is being done right here. Things are being built quickly and the economy is flourishing. And that's why Florida adds 1,200 people per day. Wow. And we're not busting at the seams. We're figuring out a way to integrate them.
All right, now, let's talk about the people that are clearly better than you or I, those that are in Davos.
Yes.
But I tell you what, yet again, the sort of tone deafness of these people. I saw John Kerry in the past couple of days talking about how it was almost existential, extraterrestrial, sorry.
Extraterrestrial, yeah. It is existential, but not for the reasons he thinks.
Yeah, the people like him and all the other rich people are in the room at any one time. And then these people who fly in on private jets talk about how people like you and I shouldn't be able to own a car.
It's really incredible, and irony is dead, man. The fact that these people get together. Look, I don't have a problem with industry leaders and even political leaders to some extent getting together and discussing the world's problems. That's one thing that probably has always been done and always will be done. The difference here is there is an obsession with how everyone else will live their life, while they certainly will not partake in that. These people, I assure you, will not be giving up their gas stoves that their very expensive Michelin star chefs are cooking on. They will not give up their private jets, as you're talking about. They will not give up their Bentleys and their fancy cars as they put us all out of, put all our gas cars out of commission. Everything they do is to control another set of people. And that's why I'm saying the general idea of people coming together to discuss the world's problems is sort of interesting. And, we are a world community, whether we like it or not, because the internet has brought us all together in all sorts of crazy ways. But it's the goal of what these people want. The other main thing that they're pushing at the World Economic Forum is they really want us all pushed towards that metaverse. They want us strapped in with those glasses, living in that Ready Player One. If your audience has not seen the movie or read the book, it was a Spielberg movie a couple years ago, but it's a book from the 80s, I think. They want us strapped in that digital world. And in essence, we are just the battery. Our carbon bodies are the battery for the digital world. You should also watch The Matrix.
I was going to say, this is literally
There's
The Matrix.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Literally, we are
The Matrix.
Yeah, wow, fair income.
We're all Keanu Reeves now. Are you Neo? Are you Neo?
I wish. I'm trying to think of other characters, but dear God, even I thought second, third, and especially fourth were particularly crap. So I'm sort of trying to wipe my mind.
Each one got worse than the other. But go to the original Matrix and you can basically figure out what the World Economic Forum's trying to do to us.
Well, yeah, it's quite bizarre.